Hi, everyone. I'm Karen Toulon here in New York, and welcome to this joint edition of Bloomberg Black in Focus and Bloomberg Pursuits. I'm here with Kate Krader and RZA, and we're going to be talking about the $17 billion vegan food industry. Welcome, Kate, and welcome, RZA.
Hey, it's good to see you, Karen. Thanks for inviting me. What up, Kate?
Most of us know you from your music career, but you really go really deep with vegan food. And in particular, you have partnered with vegan cheese brand Violife and also their owner Upfield to launch the Plant Grants program. Why are you involved in this program?
First of all, it's a positive thing to do. Veganism and social justice are both problems in Black America. This plant grant is actually helping Black-owned restaurants who are struggling based on what COVID did. COVID, it damaged, of course, the food industry in particular, but especially in the Black communities in these Black-owned restaurants. And I've joined Violife to bring plant grants to help. To help first, of course, economically, help through mentorship, and really to help spread the word too about healthy eating and living. A plant-based life is healthy for the individual and healthy for a community and eventually healthy for the globe.
I would love to know a little bit more about how Plant Grant works and how you decided to award these, to give people this money.
Yeah, well, we opened up the floor and we invited restaurants to, send in applications. And we looked at their community, we looked at their location, we looked at their needs. And the idea, we selected 5 restaurants, of which we will send a grant to $20,000 per restaurant. Wow. To help them in this time of struggle. And we also brought in mentorship. We brought in chefs like, from Compton Vegan and other chefs to help them. If they didn't have plant-based things on their menu, we're able to teach them how to turn their favorite recipes into plant-based. And then, look, entrepreneurship is an important part of the community and an important part of the evolution of our country. In all reality, the more entrepreneurs, the more business we can start, and more small business, the more that trickles down to people hiring people. People at one point thought being vegan was for skinny white women or something like that, or you got to be all preppy, or it was inaccessible. But it's accessible now.
There are statistics from 2018, which I think is the last time they tracked them, that 51% of restaurants in the U.S. had vegan options.
Well, first of all, you are what you eat. You know what I mean? When I was young, I'm from New York, Brooklyn, Staten Island. We have a lot of Jamaican restaurants, and my favorite dish was curry goat. And I would eat it, but trust me, I would act a fool out in the streets. and look, I think sometimes your diet and what you're ingesting has a lot on your personality as well. Not that nobody should be docile. Every man should have strength. Every woman should have strength. But just realize that, sometimes the condition that these animals live in, you're taking that condition into your body.
You started your vegan journey in 1995, first with meat, then chicken, then fish. Why are influencers like you so important?
If you see your favorite artist wearing a cool pair of sneakers, you actually want to get those sneakers. So it's important that we take our voice and utilize it to spread positivity, because we were able to attract the audience with our art. And you want that audience to evolve with you. And my evolution has gone from a guy that was eating red meat. I let it go. I let go to poultry. I let go to fish, which is my favorite dish. So that was a tough one. But I kept evolving. And as I evolve, it's only right that I can share my evolution with my audience. Yeah. And because the care that you have for your audience is the care they have for you in all reality. It's symbiotic. You know what I mean? And I'm honestly telling people that's fans of my work and my music and the Wu-Tang that this has been better for me. If it's not better, I'm not going to talk about it. But it's been better for me. It's been better for my family, and I want to spread it to other families.
And this is something Kate and I were talking about. It's not just better. Restaurants that have some plant-based vegan focus to their menus actually get, what is it, Kate, around 13% more traffic than other restaurants?
This year, the biggest news in restaurants is a restaurant called 11 Madison Park. Went vegan. It's been called the best restaurant in the world. It blew up when they announced they were going vegan. And so I want to know about your plant grants winners.
There's one called Vegan on the Run down in Louisiana. I want to shout out, I'm a New Yorker, so let me shout out Seasoned Vegan in Harlem.
We have Meek's Vegan Pizza in Houston. We have Supreme Oasis Bakery and Deli in Philadelphia.
Plant Power out in Chattanooga. My goal is just to keep striving for a better tomorrow. And step by step, inch by inch. These 5 restaurants, this grant is going to help them in a tough time. For some, it's going to expand them in a medium time. And the mentorship, I think, is invaluable because I think it's something that could be life-changing. The biggest thing,
Truly,
I learned about life is that we all trying to get somewhere, but it's better if you got a map. And mentorship is that map.
That'll have to do it for this edition of a joint edition of Bloomberg Black in Focus and Bloomberg Pursuits. Thank you to RZA, and on behalf of Kate Krader and all of us here at Bloomberg, I'm Karen Toulon. This is Bloomberg. Have a good day, everyone.